Hi guys, Vince here once again. So if you managed to catch our last video on Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you'll have heard some of the thoughts and impressions that I had based on what we've seen so far. So because I got so carried away with this video, I've decided to split it into two pieces so that you can hear what you like and get a better impression of both sides. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be discussing what they should maybe change, what they should keep, and what I'd like to see in the new game. So stick around, get comfortable, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and let me know what you think, and we'll see you again next time. Well, there's a number of major things I'd like to see here. I'm definitely in the camp of let's try something different and let's see something different, because I think it would make for a better game. You know, they're such a strong team, they've been making fantastic games, even with being handed over from Shigeru Miyamoto, who of course came up with the Legend of Zelda series, to now Eiji Aonuma, but I think we know that's in safe hands, so I definitely want to see that transform into something new. So in short, I'd like to see a mix of the old and the new. There are some things which obviously work and they're great, and there's no point changing them completely, but we do want to see if not something completely new, at least a twist on the old formula. So in short, I would say definitely keep the temples that we've had in the previous games, that they're a major strong point. You know, the puzzles that they bring and the sense of atmosphere and challenge that you have when you go into a temple is always great. You know, I always had the mentality of, okay, I'm on the Shadow Temple this time, so I'm going to try and do this in a day. You know, who am I going to come up against? Who's the boss? What item am I going to get? You know, that has a sense of atmosphere about it in itself. So definitely keep the temples in some form. However, I think this open-ended formula and the feeling that you can perhaps come onto, and it looks like that will be the case, you can come onto temples perhaps out of nowhere and you're not necessarily receiving so much warning, that could be pretty cool as well, and I'd like to see what they do with that. Again, the ways of completing the game and doing that in a different approach, I think that would be really refreshing, and I think that would really make people want to replay the game again, to say, oh, you know, if I had this ending where I did everything and I completed everything, what would happen if I did it only with X amount of items and this and that? That would be really cool as well. I've already touched on this as well, but I think I would really like to see, if not an absolute main nemesis, some different form of kind of end game boss and some different kind of lore. Even if it's something really left field, I thought, for example, in Twilight Princess, I thought that what they did with Zant and made the focus on him throughout the majority of the game, I thought that was really cool. And when I went into the Twilight world, I really felt like I was in foreign territory, and it was quite, you know, it was quite scary in some respects, this atmosphere that they created. So something more like that would be really cool. Girahim, of course, as well. He was pretty creepy, but you know, he was a good rival to have. So definitely something like that would be pretty cool. We don't always want to see the same final boss every time. Obviously, we haven't really seen anything of Zelda or any of the other major kind of staple characters that we usually have. So again, I would say a mix of old and new here. Maybe have Zelda, but maybe she's a different character. Maybe she doesn't play quite the same role. Maybe she's in a foreign land, or they come across each other in a different capacity. That would be really cool. Sorry guys, my phone is just going. So definitely have a mix of the old and new. I think the same old Triforce, you know, wisdom, courage and power thing, it can for me get a bit old, so I would like to see something new there. So side quests are of course something that have been throughout pretty much every single Zelda game, and certainly something I don't see any reason why we should get rid of them in this one. It does definitely feel like seclusion and exploring is more of a theme here, but it would be great to have some side characters and side quests where maybe you're not saving the world, but you are doing something and you are bringing, you know, you're just maybe helping a villager, or you're finding someone's baby, or I don't know what, but those are always great. There's no reason to get rid of those. Secrets are always, for me at least, have always been something of a staple in the Zelda games, particularly Majora's Mask. If you think about some of the side storylines are actually quite extensive and give you new items. And we think about the Fierce Deities mask, that was really cool, and that wasn't really signaled much, if at all, without doing the work there. So I think having secrets and keeping that in the game really adds something to the lore and the intrigue, and that's definitely something I'd really like to see carried over. So ultimately, I think everything I've seen really makes me excited about this. I think it's going to be really awesome, and I'm really glad that they're planning to change up the formula. It's something that I've mentioned a lot in this video, and that's not just my opinion. Eiji Aonuma himself has actually gone on record in several interviews and said that several times, so that is going to happen whether people like it or not. We're also not too far away from release now either, with it being set for next March 2017 if I'm not mistaken. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this, I'd be more than happy to do more videos, and I'd really like to do a Let's Play and maybe some other stuff when the new Zelda game comes out. As I say, I love to play them, they're awesome. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you again next time. Cheers.